Hey guys, KaiMo Films here, and I have decided on what I'm going to do with my dilemma that I had said in the last video. I've decided to go with option 3, like I was saying in the video, which, if you don't remember what option 3 was, it's basically halt the project that I've been working on at that point in time, and then starting a new project to finish out the end of the year. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I still will eventually tell the story, but I am going to basically halt on it, and then start something new, a small project, probably a short battle for the end of the year, and then maybe even start a new project, a bigger project, because I already have a couple ideas for a replacement project that I could, reasonably, that's reasonably difficult, and that I can probably achieve filming over a summer, and then, probably bleeding into, July or, whatever. So again, thank you so much for all you guys' support, and on with the video. Alright, got some new stuff. This is what is it called? It's like a helping hand, I think it's called. Basically what it's used for is soldering, I'm pretty sure. But if you're someone like me and actually a bunch of other people, you recognize you can use this as a arm to support a figure. So there are 6 individual arms. They all have an alligator clip at the end, with actually a rubberized clip, so that obviously, this is meant for soldering, so you'd have like a circuit board or a motherboard or something on this. So having rubberized tips makes sense because you don't want to exactly break the circuitry. And but in my case, what it does is basically guarantee that whatever figure you have on here doesn't get scratched or chipped or scuffed. And yeah, and since these are all really tight ball joints, it's really going to allow a great range of motion for animating and supporting the figure, which I'm really excited for. And a tip I actually learned from Captain McKay Random is you could take some duct tape, or not duct tape, frog tape, and then wrap it around so that you can basically make the whole armature green, and then that'll probably make it easier to mask out when you're editing. So yeah, this is actually a really good investment. It's only like 20 bucks too, which is really cool. And then because it was 20 bucks, it didn't qualify for free shipping on Amazon, so I decided to treat myself and get a cool Gundam, Destiny Gundam model kit, which I'm actually super excited for. I mean, just look at that. That looks super cool. It actually sort of looks like the Vulture design from the anime Godzilla trilogy, which I actually really like. So don't at me. But yeah, a couple new acquisitions and a new piece of equipment for animating. Oh, I forgot to mention, it also comes with wire cutters. Yay! So here's just a quick example of the stand at work. I mean, here's the Robotomashi RX-782, and I mean, you can see, because again, it's got the rubberized alligator clips. I have basically no worries that it's not going to scratch the plastic or scratch the paint. And now, I mean, instead of just using a regular Tamashi Stage Act stand, which only goes up like 5 or 6 inches, Gundam can now fly like a full foot in the air. So that's really good, and that's actually going to be really great for animating. So really excited. And I'll get to this box in a second. I found this old game that I had. It's called Rush Hour. You guys have probably heard of it. And basically, I mean, if you haven't heard of it, it's really simple. You have a bunch of different cars and trucks and stuff that are blocking the way, and then it's basically sort of like solving a Rubik's Cube. You have to solve like an algorithm, and take the red car out of the traffic jam. But I was about to throw it out because I haven't played this in a while. But it comes with all these little cars, which are actually, I mean, they look super cartoony. They sort of look like West Side Gallery cars, just in terms of their style and the proportions of the cars. But if you prime them and then spray paint them, you could probably get a few good-looking cars. I mean, you know, they're not exactly perfectly in scale with, you know, Monster Arts. But if you put them next to, like, a Pacific Rim setup, or maybe even, oh, well, that's gone. But even, like, a Gundam setup like that, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. So, yeah. I mean, pretty excited, actually. I'm glad I still have these. And then, if you want to, you could probably take the board itself and probably make it into, like, a sci-fi, like, I don't know what this would actually be in a sci-fi movie. You know those old, in Giant Claw, I think, the opening credits had a bunch of, like, airfield people, and they're all looking at a bunch of, like, glass maps and stuff. This could probably work as that, or maybe all these squares could be, like, individual monitors, and you can see, like, the circuitry in between. Or some, like a meeting table, you can spray paint it like a gray, like a gunmetal gray or something, and have like elevated and have it be a meeting table for your military characters. I don't know, pretty cool. So, yeah, like I said, the proportions are a little bit weird, especially on like the small cars. Like they look like West Side Gallery cars, but pretty awesome. So, a couple months ago, actually while I was filming the last stop motion video, I had to make a couple of these on the fly just because I was doing a long shot, and, or like a, what they called, wide angles. So, I decided to take a ski box that held my ski boots. I took the lid and the bottom part and basically just made a quick city cutout, and you know, this is 2 pieces, and really all I needed was a ruler, an X-Acto knife, and a Sharpie. I mean, that was really, and a protractor too for that, but that was really all I needed. So I mean, if you have something like a boot box, a shoe box, even, I don't know what else would be a really big box. Like a carrier box. Like if you go to a Sam's Club or another big like grocery store that has shipping boxes, you can do that too. But pretty much any big box that's got a big lid and a big base, you can cut out and turn into a really quick and simple cityscape that really adds a lot of depth to either your diorama, your like ACBA art, your stop motions, anything really. So, yay, simple, cheap, easy tips. So my birthday was last month, September 17th, in case you're wondering, and I got a gift card for Amazon, and this was on sale for about $60, and I decided to pounce on it. If you don't know what this is, read, for one. Second, it is the Universal Monsters classic monster. So there's Dracula. I mean, if you look at here, there's Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Mummy, Invisible Man, Creature of the Black Lagoon, and Phantom of the Opera. Whew, that's a lot. And yeah, I mean, Dracula especially has a really special place for me because it was the first movie, like horror movie, I ever saw. And it's my favorite out of all the movies in here. By the way, there are 30 movies. And yeah, it also comes with a, what's it called, 48-page collectible book, if I can get the thing out. Whatever. So yeah, I mean, 30 movies, like $65, so that's like $2 a movie. a really great deal. I mean, normally it's like 120 bucks, so definitely a great deal. There are a couple crossovers, or not crossovers, but movies that include multiple monsters, like House of Frankenstein and House of Dracula, and then Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. They all cross over with a couple other monsters. So, like Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman have House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula. So there are a couple, as well as Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. So there are a couple movies that are on multiple discs, but I mean, 30 movies, 30 classic movies, I should say. This is actually a really great box set. So if you can find it for like 60 bucks, definitely get it because it's really worth it. Then yesterday also got a couple other movies. I already have King Kong, but if I can get it out of the packaging, it comes with Mighty Joe Young and Son of Kong. We also got Jaws too because we have that on VHS. These two I didn't have before, and so now I have now a second King Kong. But we got Jaws, Mighty Joe Young, and Son of Kong. I've already seen Son of Kong, so I know what happens. But it's a decent movie. It's a decent sequel. It's not as good as the original, obviously, but yeah, I'll still keep this. But pretty good shape. Awesome.